One Pittsburgh Steelers legend says the Steelers have found their guy in Kenny Pickett. Hello, Steeler Nation, and welcome to the latest episode of your Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate with me, your host, Britsburgh, Owen, speaking to you here in the UK. I am your voice from across the pond, your black and gold voice from across the pond. I like that, black and gold voice. Anyway, you've just found the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Come and join the nearly 1,900 others and hit that sub, ring that notification bell, and give this video a like. Guys, remember, it is free. It is free to subscribe. It is free to get your Steelers news every day from a fan channel that is run by fans for you, the fan. Guys, in this day when the price of everything is going up, the cost of everything is rising, this is free. It's free. We do this for nothing for you. Anyway, let's move on to the story, shall we? So, Pittsburgh Steelers have had many, many amazing players throughout the decades, haven't they? We have been very fortunate and spoilt as a fan base to have legendary players right back from the 70s through the 80s, through the 90s, through the noughties, and to the present day, haven't we? You know, from the Mean Joe Greens, the Jack Lamberts, the John Stallworth, Lynn Swans of this world, you know, right through to the Polomalus, the James Harrisons, James Farriers, AB. I know he's crazy, but he's still a pretty good player. Ben Roethlisberger, Jerome Bettis, Rod Woodson. The talent list could go on, guys. The list could go on. Louis Lips. You know, the list could go on and on and on. It really could. And one of the positions we've been blessed at has been the quarterback position. And yes, I know we've had our dodgy quarterbacks in our time, our Mark Malones of this world and Blackledges and Millers and so on and so forth. But the Steelers have had two outstanding franchise quarterbacks in Terry Bradshaw and, of course, Ben Roethlisberger. Yes, I know at the start Terry had a rocky road to the pros, rocky road to being the Steelers franchise, guys. At times was bench for Hanratty and Gillum, but he came through and led the Steelers to 4 Super Bowl championships. Obviously, as well, Ben led us to 2 Super Bowl championships in the 6 Lombardis the Steelers have currently got. So we are very fortunate to have had 2 of the greatest quarterbacks of all-time play for us. Now, one of those quarterbacks has been speaking about Kenny Pickett, and that is Steelers legend, probably the best quarterback in Steelers franchise history, Terry Bradshaw, the blonde bomber. Now, he was speaking to Colin Cowherd, whatever you think of Colin Cowherd. Personally, not a fan of Colin Cowherd's, but hey ho, Terry Bradshaw, if Terry speaks, we listen to Terry. Like the same way that when any legend from the 70s speaks, you know, we listen to them because they've been there, seen that, done that, got the t-shirt. And he was talking about Kenny Pickett. And in his opinion, the Steelers have found their next franchise quarterback in Kenny Pickett. And Terry Bradshaw is confident that this is the guy. This is the guy for the future for the Steelers. Now, what did Terry have to say? Terry had this to say. He said, I watched him all 4 years at Pitt. I loved him when Pittsburgh drafted him. I said it was a perfect match. Is he a super A talent? No, but he's an upper echelon B. I think they have their guy. He almost has the it thing. And I think if you can can not have the it thing and get the it thing, he's the guy that can get it once they put some pieces around him. So Terry talking very much here as if, you know, in his opinion, that Kenny Pickett, yes, is not up there. And I agree with him. He's not up there with the Josh Allens, the Patrick Mahomes of this world, you know, the outstanding quarterbacks in this league. You know, I think at this moment in time, you have to say that Mahomes, Allen are by far the best quarterbacks in the NFL. But he isn't that sort of talent level below those guys. Finding someone like an Allen, finding someone like a Mahomes is an exceptionally hard thing to do. Finding something like a Ben is an exceptionally hard thing to do, isn't it? So he's still got talent, though, as Kenny says, and as Terry says. But Kenny Pickett, he says, once he starts to put some more pieces around him, will be that talent that helps to lead the Pittsburgh Steelers forward. Now, obviously, we've got Pickens, we've got Pat Freiermuth, we've got Najee Harris. I think perhaps we need another wide receiver there to supplement, obviously supplement George Pickens and his talent. Maybe that'll be Calvin Austin III when he returns next season. But certainly, you know, around the offensive line, put those pieces in place on the offensive line to help develop the passing game further, to give Kenny more time. Although Kenny is very good under pressure, he's actually the 4th best quarterback in the NFL when blitzed. He's even ahead of the likes of Josh Allen. Now, obviously that's the pieces I think that Terry is talking about. So Terry went on to say, he talked about Kenny a bit more, and he talked about, what the pressures have been a rookie quarterback playing for the Steelers. But he went on to say this. He said, I think the Steelers have got their guy. And here's the key for me. You don't have to have an elite arm. You can have the arm like Billy Kilmer, as long as you can stand in that pocket and read coverages and not panic. He does that. He does all of that. And like I said, the stats prove that out. He's the fourth best QB in the NFL under pressure when blitzed, at making decisions and making correct decisions. It's hard to argue against what Bradshaw has to say. Yes, okay, whilst you have the likes of Mahomes and Allen that have elite arms, you've got a number of quarterbacks who, over their time in the NFL, have not had what you would call an elite arm and have gone on to have great success. Tom Brady, for example. Brady is not a great deep passer. He's a very good underneath route passer. He throws short passes. He throws a lot of dink and dunk at the moment. That's more Brady's game. Brady's won 7 Super Bowls doing that. Jalen Hurts, currently with the Philadelphia Eagles, again, has not got an elite arm. Love him or hate him as well. Lamar Jackson, not got an elite arm. There's a number of quarterbacks who had success and are having success in the NFL who have not got elite arms. And that's why, that I think Terry has got this confidence in Kenny Pickett. I think that, he's moving in and if you take on board what Terry's got to say, and like I said, we should respect the great Steelers of the past, like Terry Bradshaw, when they speak. But if you take on board these comments and you run with them, Kenny Pickett is certainly, I think, making steps forward and has made steps forward over the last few weeks. Is he there yet? No, of course he isn't. Has he got a long way to go? Yes, of course he has. He's a rookie. He's a rookie talent. But even Ben struggled his rookie year. What you've got to remember, and I think a lot of people seem to forget about Ben his rookie year, Ben had an elite offensive line in front of him, and he had prime bus. All Ben had to do was give the ball to the bus, constantly give the ball to the bus. He had Bryant, he had Plaxico Burress as well, he had Hines Ward, he had Heath, he had outstanding weapons there all the time. So, yes, Kenny is a rookie, but he is developing. He is getting better. And with time and with more time, with the remaining games this season, I think, and then another whole off season, we will see, I think, a better Kenny Pickett in 2023. And I think Terry Bradshaw is correct in what he's saying, and the Steelers have got their guy. And like I said, when legends like Terry speak, as Steeler fans, it is our duty to listen to them. Anyway, Steeler Nation, let me know what you think of Terry Bradshaw's comments in the comments below. Let me know if you back up what he says, want a counter argument against Terry Bradshaw. Please feel free. And remember, guys, if you've made it this far, hit that sub, ring on the notification bell, and come and join the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate family. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. Here we go, Steelers. Come on.